You can order DVDs and more from our website and click the button that says subscribe.
Start to read with me. It's so much fun and you'll agree that it's easy when you start to read with me. Read along with the words I say. Keep on trying, then someday you'll be reading by yourself. You can do it. First you watch and listen, then get right to it and say the words with me. Don't forget, you can read along with these stories over and over again. Start to read with me. A whole wide world of wonder is waiting. When you start to read with me. We're gonna have a good time. Bert and the Missing Mop Mix-Up. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Joe Matthew. One day, Bert was painting. It was hard work. It made Bert thirsty. He got out the milk. Splat! Bert dropped the milk. "Ernie!" yelled Bert. "Help!" Ernie came running. "Why did you pour milk on the floor?" he asked. "I did not pour it," said Bert. "I spilled it. Please go out and find a mop. And hurry." Ernie ran down Sesame Street. He saw Betty Lou. "Bert needs a mop. Do you have one?" he asked Betty Lou. "Gee, I don't know," she said. "But I will look for one." Betty Lou walked down the street. "If Bert needs a map, he must be going on a trip," she said. "I will look for a map. Then I will ask him to send me a postcard." Betty Lou knocked on Oscar's trash can. Clang, clang. "Who woke me up?" growled Oscar. "I did," said Betty Lou. "Bert needs a map. Do you have one?" she asked. "How should I know?" yelled Oscar. "I am asleep." Slam went the lid. Oscar peeked his head out of the trash can. Now he was wide awake. "I will find Bert a mat," growled Oscar. "Then maybe everyone will leave me alone." Then I came along. "Hi, Oscar," I said. "How are you today?" "Rotten," yelled Oscar. "Bert needs a mat. I am looking for one, and I hate helping." I ran home. Bert needs a mitt, I thought. He must want to play baseball. Maybe I can play too. I got my bat and began to look for a mitt. I looked everywhere. I saw no mitt. But I did see Grover. "Bert needs a mitt. Do you have one?" I asked him. "I will look for one," said Grover. And he ran home to look. "Bert needs a mitten," Grover told his mother. "I will help find one," said Grover's mother. "Oh, good," said Grover. "Bert will be so happy." Just then, Harry came to Grover's window. "Come out to play," called Harry. "Not now," said Grover. "Bert needs a mitten."
I am looking for one.
Harry smiled to himself. He ran to the pet shop.
I know how Bert feels,
Harry said.
Everyone needs a kitten. Kittens are so cute.
Harry saw a nice kitten.
I will give you to Bert. You will make him happy.
Harry told the kitten. Purr, went the kitten. Bert looked at the clock. He looked at the puddle on the floor. He tapped his foot. Where is Ernie? He said. And where is that mop? Suddenly the door opened and everyone rushed in. Everyone had something to give to Bert. Betty Lou had a big map. Oscar had an old mat. I had a baseball mitt. Grover had a warm mitten. Harry had a furry kitten. Bert looked at the map, the mat, the mitt, the mitten, and the kitten. What's going on? Cried Bert. All I needed was a mop. And where is Ernie? Just then, Ernie came home.
Look, Bert,
said Ernie.
I found a mop.
You're too late, Ernie, said Bert. I don't need it anymore. The kitten lapped up all the milk. Everyone laughed. Ernie's Big Mess. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Ernie and Bert are best friends. They live together. Bert is neat. Ernie is messy. One day Ernie was very messy. Bert got mad. Ernie, come here, shouted Bert. Look at the mess you have made.
Okay, Bert,
said Ernie.
I am coming.
He jumped out of the tub. He splashed water all over the floor. He dripped water all over the rug. Ernie, shouted Bert, you are making a bigger mess.
But Bert,
Ernie said,
you told me to look at the mess I made.
Now Bert was very angry. I wish I lived here by myself, he shouted. Bert walked out and slammed the door. Ernie stopped smiling.
Bert does not want me here anymore. I guess I will go away.
Ernie was sad. He got dressed. He packed a big bag.
Come on, Rubber Ducky,
said Ernie.
We have to go.
Ernie closed the door.
Goodbye, house,
he said.
I will miss you.
Ernie dragged his bag all the way to my nest. Ernie, it is late, I said. You should be in bed.
I have no bed,
Ernie said.
Bert is mad at me. I must find a new home.
You can stay with me, I said. My nest is a nice place to sleep. Ernie got into my nest.
Ouch,
he said.
This is not a nice place to sleep. It is full of sticks.
Ernie got out of my nest.
Good night, Big Bird,
he said. Then he went to Grover's house.
Ernie, it is late. You should be in bed,
said Grover.
I have no bed,
said Ernie.
Bert is mad at me. I must find a new home.
You can share my bed, said Grover. Ernie got into the bed. Do you like my soft bed? Asked Grover.
Well, it is soft,
Said Ernie. Then Ernie turned over. He fell onto the floor.
This bed is too little,
He said. Ernie left Grover's house with his big bag. He was very tired. Then he saw Oscar's can. Ernie banged on the top of Oscar's trash can.
Oscar, are you asleep?
He asked. I was asleep, said Oscar. Now I am awake. Oscar the Grouch was mad,
Oscar, I need a bed.
said Ernie.
I need a big soft bed.
Soft beds are yucky, yelled Oscar.
Oh dear,
Said Ernie.
where can I sleep? I am so tired.
Ernie sat down. Soon he was asleep. Sesame Street was quiet. Everyone was sleeping. Everyone but Bert. He was looking for Ernie. He came to my nest. He woke me up. Have you seen Ernie? Asked Bert. He was here, I said, but he is not here now. Then Bert went to Grover's house. Have you seen Ernie? Bert asked Grover. He was here, said Grover, but he is not here now. Bert was very sad. Ernie, he called. Where are you? Then he saw Ernie. Ernie, are you okay? Bert asked.
Sure, Bert,
Said Ernie.
I was just sleeping.
Come on home, old pal, Bert said. I am sorry I yelled at you. Ernie and Bert went home.
Gee, Bert,
Said Ernie.
it is good to be home.
He opened his big bag. All his toys fell out,
I am sorry, Bert.
said Ernie.
I made a mess again.
That is okay, said Bert. We will clean it up in the morning. Ernie and Bert got ready for bed. I am glad you are home, said Bert.
Me too,
Said Ernie.
Good night, Bert.
Good night, Ernie. Nobody Cares About Me. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Joe Matthew. I was looking for someone to play with. Then I saw Bert. Here comes Bert. I bet he will play with me, I said. Hi, Bert. Let's play catch. Bert kept on walking. Not today, he said. Ernie is waiting for me. I will look for it. It will be easy to find. I was surprised. Oh, I said. Just then, Grover ran out of his house. He had a shiny new truck. Hi, Grover, I said. That's a nice truck. Let's play with it. Grover kept on running. I am sorry, Big Bird, but I am giving it to Ernie, said Grover. And Grover ran off. I was sad. Oh, I said. Then I saw Cookie Monster. He had a big box of cookies. Hi, Cookie. Want to play? Cookie shook his head.
Me bring Ernie cookie?
Said Cookie. I was mad. Nuts, I said.
No nuts,
said Cookie Monster.
cookies.
He did not watch where he was walking. I sat on the steps. I felt terrible. Nobody cares about me. Just Ernie, Ernie, Ernie. He walked right into me. Just then, Betty Lou came by. Why are you so mad? She asked. Nobody will play with me. Everybody wants to play with Ernie. Oh, didn't you know? Ernie is sick, said Betty Lou. I was surprised. Oh, I said. Well, I am sorry that Ernie is sick, but I bet he is having fun. Betty Lou took my hand. You are silly. It is not fun to be sick, she said. Come on, let's visit him. Okay, I said. Ernie was in bed. Bert was trying to feed Ernie some soup. How do you feel? I asked.
Terrible, said Ernie. I have a bad... achoo!
You have a bad cold, said Betty Lou.
I know,
said Ernie. He blew his nose. Gee, Ernie, I said. Bert made you some good soup. Grover gave you a new truck. Even Cookie Monster was nice to you. You are so lucky to be sick. Ernie blew his nose.
Lucky,
said Ernie.
I feel awful. I feel too sick to play. Being sick is no fun.
But I was not so sure. Later that day, I sat in my nest. Nobody cares about me because I am not sick. And then I got an idea. I will pretend to be sick. Just then, Little Bird came by to visit me. Oh, I am so sick, I said. That is too bad, said Little Bird. I will try to make you feel better. I smiled. Little Bird got busy. He gave me a hot water bottle. He swept out my nest. He told me a bedtime story. Then he said, "Go to sleep. I will stay with you." I sighed happily. The next morning, Ernie came to my nest.
Wake up, Big Bird. I am all better,
He said.
Do you want to play?
He called. I opened my eyes slowly. I am sorry, Ernie, Little Bird said. Big Bird is sick. He can't play today. I jumped out of my nest. I am not sick, I said.
You sound sick. How do you feel?
Asked Ernie. Sort of hot and cold and funny in the tummy, I said.
Get into your nest,
Said Ernie.
I will get the doctor.
Soon I felt really sick. I was glad to see Dr. Getwell. He felt my tummy. He listened to my heart. He looked in my mouth. "You have a cold," he said. "I know," I said. "The doctor told me to drink lots of juice. He told me to get lots of rest." "Get well," said Dr. Getwell. Lots of my friends came to visit me. Bert made me a bowl of soup. Grover gave me a yo-yo. Cookie gave me cookies. "Gee, thanks," I said, "but I feel too sick to eat or play." I slept a lot that day. That night, I said, Ernie was right. Being sick is no fun. I feel terrible. I sneezed. "You will feel better soon," said Little Bird. Little Bird was right. In a few days, I felt fine. I ran to the park. "I am all better. Isn't that great?" I said to my friends. "It sure is," they said. "It is no fun to be sick." "You can say that again," I said. And they all said it again. I Want to Go Home. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Today was going to be a big day for me. I was going to visit Granny Bird. It was my first trip away from home. My friends took me to the bus stop. "Goodbye, Big Bird. Have fun," they said. "I will miss you," I said. I thought the bus would never get there. It went over hills, under bridges, and through tunnels. "Gee," I said to myself, "I hope Granny is waiting for me." At last the bus stopped. Granny Bird waved to me. "My little Big Bird, I am so happy to see you," Granny said. "Me too, Granny," I said. After lunch, we went to the beach. "What a nice grandson," Granny's friends said. But I did not want to talk to them. I wanted to go into the water. "Go on, dear. I can watch you from here," said Granny. I ran to the water. It was the first time I had ever seen the sea. "Wow, it sure is big," I said. I had fun all afternoon. I raced the waves. I played in the sand. Granny and I had supper on the porch. We watched the sunset. "Time for bed," Granny said. Granny tucked me in, kissed me goodnight, and turned on the nightlight. "Sleep tight," she said. But I did not sleep tight. I thought about home. And the more I thought, the sadder I felt. I miss Sesame Street, I thought. And I miss my nest. A tear rolled down my beak. I miss my friends. I want to go home. I cried myself to sleep. I was not hungry at breakfast. I just looked at my birdseed pancakes. "What is wrong, dear?" Granny asked. "I think I want to go home," I said sadly. "I know what is wrong. You are homesick," Granny said. "Will I have to go to a doctor?" I asked. "No, Big Bird," she said. "You will get better all by yourself." Then Granny gave me some picture postcards. "You can send them to friends back home." "Yes," I said happily. "You write what I say. I will write my name myself." We mailed the postcards on our way to the beach. Then I said, "I am going to build a sandcastle. I will make it look just like Sesame Street." I got my pail and my shovel and started to dig. I worked and worked. At last, it was built. "Look, Granny," I said. "I live here, and Ernie and Bert live there, and..." Just then, a big wave crashed onto the beach. It rolled right over my wonderful sandcastle. "Oh, what a shame," Granny said. "But don't cry, Big Bird. Why don't you look for some pretty seashells? They would make nice gifts for your friends." I walked down the beach. I found a big shell for Ernie, a little spotted shell for Bert, and a round shell that looked like a cookie. "This one is for Cookie Monster," I said. Thinking of my friends made me feel homesick. Then I saw something on the beach. It was a soggy old boot. I picked it up. I heard someone laugh. I looked around and saw a boy. "What are you going to do with that boot?" he asked. "Give it to Oscar," I said. Then I told the boy about my friend Oscar. He is a grouch. He likes yucky things. The boy told me his name was Wally. He lived in town. "Come on," he said. "I want to show you my secret cave." Then I told Wally about my friend Snuffy. "He lives in a cave," I said. "I wish I had a friend like that," Wally said. That night, I ate 2 bowls of birdseed. I told Granny all about my new friend Wally. Granny said, "I am happy that you feel better." Later, in bed, I missed my nest a little bit. But I thought about my new friend Wally. I could not wait to see him again. Soon, I was sound asleep. Every day, Wally and I played together. We played ball in the water. We played follow the leader. We made sand forts and tunnels. And every day, we shared an ice pop. Then it was my last day at Granny's house. It was a cold, rainy day. Wally came to say goodbye. I felt sad. It felt almost like being homesick. "I will write to you," Wally said. "I will write to you, too," I said. Then the rain stopped. The sun came out. a rainbow lit up the sky. Wally and I ran outside. We played in the puddles. Then Granny said, "Time to go, Big Bird. But you can come back to visit next summer." "You bet I will," I said. Ernie's Little Lie, written by Dan Elliott. Pictures by Joe Matthew. One day, Ernie and Bert were taking a walk. They walked by Mr. Hooper's store. Ernie stopped. "Look at that," he said. Ernie pressed his nose to the store window. Inside was a beautiful box of paints. It had lots of colors. It even had gold and silver. "Gee," said Ernie, "I wish I had that box of paints." "Maybe you can have it," said Bert. "Mr. Hooper is having a contest. The painter of the best picture wins the paints." Ernie started to run home. "Wow," he said. "I am going to paint a picture right now." Ernie got out his old paint box. Then he got some paper. He was ready to start painting. The doorbell rang. "I have a letter for you, Ernie," said the mailman. "Thanks," said Ernie. He said goodbye to the mailman. He opened his letter. The letter was from his cousin. It said, "Dear Ernie, I painted a picture for you. I hope you like it. Love, Cousin Fred." It was a great picture of a tiger. "Whoa," said Ernie. "It is so much better than any of my pictures." And then Ernie got an idea. "I could tell Mr. Hooper that I painted the tiger. Then I would be sure to win," said Ernie. Ernie's heart beat faster. He looked at the painting again. "No, I cannot lie," he said. Ernie hung the tiger painting on the wall. "Now I will paint my own picture," he said. He painted a picture of Rubber Ducky. It was a good painting. As soon as Bert came home, he saw the tiger painting. "What a great painting," he said. "You will win the contest for sure, old buddy." Bert took the painting off the wall. "I'll take it to Mr. Hooper for you." "Wait, Bert," said Ernie. "There is something I have to tell you." "Tell me later," Bert said. Slam went the door. Ernie looked sadly at his painting of Rubber Ducky. He rolled it up and put it in his pocket. He put on his sneakers and went outside. "I must tell Mr. Hooper the truth," he said. Ernie started to walk to Mr. Hooper's store. I saw him before he got there. "Ernie," I shouted, "your tiger painting is great. I bet it will win the contest." "Do you really think so?" asked Ernie. "Yes, I do," I said. "And so does everyone else." "Don't be late for the contest," I said. Then I ran off. But Ernie just sat on the curb. "I want that paint box," he said softly. "But
I don't want to lie. How did I get into this mess?
At last, Ernie went to Hooper's store. Everyone was already there. Everyone had a painting. Bert's was a broom. Oscar's was a trash can. Mine was a big sunflower. But the best painting of all was the tiger.
All of these are good,
Said Mr. Hooper.
but only one person can win. First prize goes to Ernie.
Mr. Hooper gave Ernie the box of paints. We all clapped.
Thank you.
Ernie said sadly. Then I said, Ernie, may I have your painting? I will hang it by my nest. Ernie looked at me and burst into tears.
I did not paint that tiger,
He cried.
my cousin painted it.
He took out his picture of Rubber Ducky.
This is my painting.
So that's what you wanted to tell me, said Bert.
Yes,
Cried Ernie. Bert put his arm around Ernie. It is not always easy to tell the truth. But you did it, said Bert. I'm proud of you, old buddy,
I will mail the paint box to my cousin
Ernie said.
because he really won it.
Everyone cheered. You didn't win the contest, said Bert. But you painted the best picture of Rubber Ducky. And that is no lie. Two Wheels for Grover by Dan Elliott. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Grover was so happy. He was going to visit his cousins. He kissed his mother goodbye. He left with Uncle Jed. Uncle Jed drove out into the country. Soon Uncle Jed said, "Here we are." Everyone was happy to see Grover. Aunt Edna made a picnic to welcome him. After lunch, Rosie said, "Let's go bike riding." She ran to get her bike. "I do not have a bike," said Grover. "We have an extra bike," said Rosie happily. "Frank got a big new bike for his birthday. You can ride his little old one." Grover looked at the bike. It looked old. But it did not look little. "Oh dear," he thought. "I do not know how to ride a bike. But I do not want Rosie to know. My mommy will not let me," he said. Grover watched Rosie ride off on her bike. Frank called to Grover, "Come play with me in my tree house." Grover climbed up the ladder. "You used to be afraid to climb," said Frank. "I was just a baby then," Grover smiled. "Now I am the best climber-upper," he said. Grover stopped smiling. "I wish I could ride a bike," he said. The next morning, Aunt Edna had good news. "Your mother said that you may ride a bike." Grover tried to smile. "Come on, Grover," said Rosie. She ran from the table to get her bike. Grover followed Rosie, but he walked slowly. "I cannot ride today," he said. I have a sore foot. Oh, too bad, Grover, said Rosie. She was on her bike and ready to go. You can go without me, Grover said sadly. Every day, Grover played with his cousins. They went swimming. They played hide and seek. They went to the store to buy ice cream. Every day, Rosie said the same thing. Let's go for a bike ride. But Grover always said, no, I hurt my hand. Or, no, I do not feel like bike riding now. One day, Rosie rode off to visit Farmer Finn. Grover and Frank played cards. Grover asked Frank a question. When did you learn to ride a bike? When I was 7, said Frank. Wow, said Grover. That is very old. That is older than I am. Then Frank asked Grover when he learned. I never did, cried Grover. I do not know how to ride a bike. Don't cry, said Frank. I will teach you how. Grover shook his head. No, said Grover. Big Bird tried to teach me. I cannot learn. Frank smiled. Big Bird's bike was too big. I bet you can ride my little old bike. Frank held his old bike and Grover got on it. What if I fall? Asked Grover. I will catch you, said Frank. So Grover pedaled the bike. Frank ran next to it. The bike wobbled along the road. Help! Yelled Grover. Don't worry, said Frank. I will not let you fall. Up and down the road went Grover on the bike. Up and down the road ran Frank. That's it, Grover, he said. You are doing great. Suddenly, Rosie zoomed down the road. She shouted to them, Farmer Finn is giving away kittens. Grover's eyes lit up. I love furry kittens. May I have one? He asked. Yes, said Rosie, but hurry before they are all gone. Rosie headed for Farmer Finn's. Follow me, she called, and Grover did. He zoomed after Rosie. Grover picked a cute orange kitten. I had to be speedy to get you, he said, so I will call you Speedy. He put the kitten in his bike basket. Then he rode off. Purr, went the kitten. Grover was so happy. Grover returned to Sesame Street. He gave his mother a big hug. Guess what, Mommy? He said. I can ride a bike. That is wonderful, said his mother. You really are growing up. Now I know what to get you for your birthday. My Doll is Lost. Written by Dan Elliott. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Harry liked to skip. One day, he skipped down Sesame Street. He skipped right into the mailman. Letters went flying. So did the mailman. Harry Monster helped the mailman get up. Then he helped him pick up the letters. Look, said Harry. A letter for me. Harry dropped his bag and read the letter. The letter said,
Come here on a party. Remember to bring in my doll. Love from Ernie and Bert.
I love parties.
Harry sang. He skipped all the way to Betty Lou's house. She had a letter, too.
Are you going to the party?
He asked.
Oh, yes!
She said.
And he looked at him pick through the doll.
Harry Monster smiled. He said,
I look at him pick through the doll, too.
but then Harry stopped smiling.
Where is my doll?
He cried.
I am taking my beautiful doll. I had my doll in a bag.
He put it up in a pond of meats. It is nearing the post office.
Let's go find it, Betty Lou said. They ran all the way to the post office. But the pile of leaves was not there.
Sometimes I work for the mates.
My doll is lost,
cried Harry. Don't cry, said Betty Lou. I will help you find your doll. What does it look like? Harry thought about his doll.
My doll is very beautiful,
he said. So is my doll, said Betty Lou. Your doll sounds just like mine. And she ran off to look for a beautiful doll.
So they looking sadly.
He had a doll with a torn dress. Just then, Grover came along.
My doll is lost,
Yelled Harry.
What does your doll look like?
Asked Grover. Harry thought about his doll.
He is soft and fuzzy,
said Harry.
My doll is fuzzy and sweet too. Don't be sad. I walk up a finder. We'll find the doll. And Grover ran off.
Harry started to walk down the street. Cookie Monster saw him,
Harry,
yelled Cookie.
you look so sad. My doll is lost,
Said Harry.
What does your doll look like? Asked Cookie. Harry thought about his doll. He
He's very cute. And he is so sweet. Mine too,
Said Cookie. He gave Harry a cookie.
Cookie make you happy.
He said. Harry nibbled at the cookie.
He did try what he is running. He walked through with me.
Harry, what's wrong? I said. Harry told me about his doll. Then he cried,
I want to go to the party, but I cannot go without my doll.
Poor Harry, I said. What does your doll look like? I asked. Harry thought about his doll.
He is cuddly, and he is...
It's very adorable.
Gee, I said. Your doll must look like mine.
He will looking for it. I will be seen to find.
Then I went to look for Harry's doll. Harry sat down by a trash can.
I'm happily you families to love. But he's standing awful.
Where is my doll?
He yelled out loud. Oscar the Grouch popped up. No yelling allowed, yelled Oscar. Harry began to cry. I found a doll in the trash, wailed Harry.
I lost my doll. It was thrown away with the trash.
He cried. Oscar's eyes lit up. What does your doll look like? Asked Oscar.
It is beautiful.
Harry said. Said Oscar.
I'm afraid the doll in the can.
It is beautiful. Maybe it is your doll. Harry stopped crying.
Let you see,
He said. Oscar hunted in his can. He pulled out a doll.
My doll!
Yelled Harry happily.
My beautiful, soft, fuzzy, sweet, cuddly doll.
Yuck, said Oscar.
Wow, Oscar.
Said Harry.
How can I thank you?
'Cause try go away.
Said Oscar. Harry ran all the way to Ernie and Bert's. The party had started, and everyone was there. So were their dolls. Betty Lou had a beautiful rag doll. Grover had a soft, fuzzy doll. Cookie had a sweet gingerbread man. I had my cuddly bird doll. And Harry had his doll. His beautiful, fuzzy, sweet, cuddly doll.
I found my doll.
Harry shouted.
Isn't he wonderful?
Oh, yes.
Everyone was surprised. Harry's doll did not look like their dolls,
Gee, Harry,
said Ernie.
your doll is wonderful. He looks just like you.
Wait for Me. Written by Molly Cross. Pictures by Joe Matthew. Elmo and his friends lived on Sesame Street. Elmo was younger than all of his friends. Elmo was smaller than all of his friends. It was hard for him to keep up with them. Elmo could not run as fast as the others. He could not jump as far as the others. He could not play baseball at all. The bat was bigger than Elmo. One day, Ernie, Bert, Grover, and I went roller skating. Elmo went too. Suddenly, a bell rang. It was the ice cream truck. Everyone skated off to get some ice cream. Hey, Elmo cried. Wait for me! Grover skated back to Elmo.
Grover, will help you. Hold on to my hand.
He said, and off they went. Clickety-clack, lickety-split. Faster and faster they went. Then they hit a bump. Crash! They both fell down. Wah! Wah! Went Elmo.
Oh, my goodness. Are you hurt?
Asked Grover. I have a boo-boo on my leg, cried Elmo. Grover looked and looked. At last, he found a tiny scratch.
Do not cry,
Said Grover.
we are near my house. We can go there and wash your scratch.
On the way, they saw Ernie and Bert and me. We were eating ice cream, but the ice cream truck was gone. Where were you? I asked. Helping Elmo, Grover said sadly. Ernie said,
We're going to ride our bikes now.
Do you want to come? Bert asked Grover. Oh, yes, said Grover. After I take care of Elmo. Grover took Elmo to his bathroom. He washed Elmo's tiny scratch. He put a tiny bandage on it. Then he said to Elmo, I am going biking now. Elmo said, Me too. No, Elmo, you are too little, said Grover. Elmo looked sad. Will I be big enough tomorrow? He asked. I do not think so, said Grover. Grover took his bike outside. Elmo sadly watched Grover ride off. Everybody is bigger than I am, said Elmo. Everybody is faster and better at everything. Not me, said a kind voice. It was Grover's grandpa. I know how you feel, Elmo, he said. But fun things can happen when you are left behind. How would you like to go to the zoo with me? I was going to ask Grover, but he went biking. How about it, Elmo? Elmo began to smile. Yes, he said happily. Elmo and Grandpa walked to the zoo. Elmo did not have to run to keep up. On the way, they stopped to look into store windows. They bought ice cream and listened to a band. Grandpa said, People who rush miss things. We will take our time. At the zoo, they watched the seals get fed. Then Grandpa bought some peanuts. Now let's feed the elephants, he said. And they did. They saw all the animals. Then Grandpa said, Time to go home now. Take me home, Piggyback? Elmo asked. Grandpa shook his head. No, Elmo, he said. I am just as tired as you are. As soon as they got home, Grandpa sat down. He took off his shoes. Oh, that feels good, he said. You're just the right size to sit on my lap, Elmo. Come on up here, he said. I will read you a story. Elmo climbed up on Grandpa's lap. Grandpa read him the story of the 3 bears. And they lived happily ever after, said Grandpa. Just then, Grover came in. Who lived happily ever after? Asked Grover. He was surprised to see Elmo in his grandpa's lap. The 3 bears, shouted Elmo. And guess what? We saw real bears. Now Grover was really surprised. What? Where did you see real bears? Cried Grover. At the zoo, said Elmo. Grover wailed, You went to the zoo without me? We saw the zookeeper feed the seals, said Elmo. And we fed the elephants. Oh, we had so much fun. And we had an ice cream cone. What kind? Grover asked. Chocolate chip, said Elmo. Grandpa smiled at Grover.
Did you have fun riding your bike?
He asked.
Oh, yes,
Said Grover.
but I would like to go to the zoo too, Grandpa. Next time, please wait for me.
Don't Cry, Big Bird. Written by Sarah Roberts. Pictures by Tom Lee. I like to play with my friends. But sometimes it is hard to play with them. Their jump ropes are too short. Their hopscotch boxes are too small. Hide-and-seek hiding places are too little. Seesaws come down, but never go up. One day I came home from the park by myself. I am too big to play with my friends, I sobbed. I was so busy crying, I did not see Snuffy.
Don't cry, Bird,
Said Snuffy.
you are not too big. Their games are too little.
I jumped up. I stopped crying. Do you really think so, Snuffy?
Yes, Bird, I really do.
Said Snuffy.
You are a nice size, big like me.
Then I had an idea. Hey, we are both big, I said. So let's play together. Snuffy shook his head.
No, Bird, I can't play now. It is time for my nap.
Snuffy went slowly down the street. It is nice to be big, I thought to myself. But sometimes I wish I were smaller. Back at the park, Ernie and Bert were thinking.
If only Big Bird were smaller. Then he could play with us.
Said Ernie. Well, we can't make him smaller, said Bert. But maybe our games can be bigger, like this. Then he tied 2 jump ropes together. Grover came to get me,
We have a big surprise for you.
said Grover. When I got to the park, I saw Ernie and Bert. They were turning the big rope.
Jump, Big Bird.
They said. I jumped. The rope went over my head. Hooray for Big Bird, they said. Everyone had a turn at jumping rope. Then Betty Lou drew huge hopscotch boxes. Come on, Big Bird, hop, she said. I hopped. Then I looked down. I did it right, I said. I did not step on the lines. Hooray for me! I was really happy. Until I remembered something. I am still too big for hide and seek, I said. Then I had an idea. Hey, everybody, I shouted. I do not have to hide. I can be it. I can look for you. Everybody played hide and seek. I was it. Then we played on the seesaw. I sat on one end. All my friends sat on the other. The seesaw went up and down.
What can we do now?
Asked Harry. Let's fly my new kite, said Betty Lou. She held the string and ran and ran and ran. The kite began to fly. It flew higher and higher until it hit the top of a tree. Bump! The kite fell down and stuck in the tree. Oh no, cried Betty Lou. I'll never get my kite back now. I ran to Betty Lou. Don't cry, I said. I think I can help. I stood on my tiptoes. I reached high up and pulled down the kite. Here, Betty Lou, I said. Your kite is as good as new. Hooray for Big Bird! Everyone cheered. I was very happy. Now let's play my favorite game, I said. What game is that? Everyone asked. Giant steps, I said. It's Not Fair, written by Deborah Hautzig. Pictures by Tom Lee. One hot summer day, Ernie had a cool idea.
Hey, Bert,
He said,
let's sell lemonade.
Good idea, Ernie, said Bert. You go buy the lemons. Then we will make the lemonade together,
Right, Bert.
said Ernie.
I will get the lemons.
And he ran off to the store. On the way, Ernie saw Grover and me.
Hi,
Said Ernie.
I am going to have a lemonade stand. Be sure to come.
Oh, we will, I said. All these feathers can make a bird pretty hot. At Mr. McIntosh's store, Ernie saw piles of lemons. He saw piles of oranges, too. The oranges looked delicious. Ernie bought them instead of lemons. Back home, Bert painted a sign. It said, Ice cold lemonade, 10 cents a glass. When Ernie got home, Bert looked into the bag. Ernie, these are oranges, he yelled. Where are the lemons?
At the store.
Said Ernie. Bert groaned. We need lemons for lemonade. I will get the lemons, said Bert. And you finish painting the sign. Ernie said,
Sure, Bert.
Bert went to the store. Susan and Bob were there. Bert told everyone what had happened. They all laughed. You know how Ernie is, said Susan. We can't expect him to get it right. Lucky he has Bert, said Bob. Lucky, said Bert to himself. It is not very lucky for me. Then Bert went home. He walked into the kitchen. It was covered with blue paint. Ernie was covered with paint, too. Ernie, said Bert, what a mess you made. Now I have to clean up. And you have to take a bath.
Right, Bert.
Said Ernie.
You start making the lemonade. I will not be long.
Bert squeezed the lemons. He added sugar and ice water. He filled a big pitcher with lemonade. Then he made the sign look nice and neat. At last, Ernie came back. He was sprinkling powder on himself. Most of it fell on the floor.
Hi, Bert. I am ready to help now.
help, yelled Bert. You are no help at all. Bert set up the lemonade stand. Grover and I arrived first. Said Grover.
This lemonade is terrific, Ernie.
I said, it sure is. Ernie always has good ideas. Bert glared at Ernie. It is easy to have ideas, Bert grumbled. It is not so easy to make them work. Susan and Bob came. So did Gordon and Mr. McIntosh. Everyone was thirsty. Clink, clink went their dimes. Mr. McIntosh looked proud.
Ernie got the lemons at my store,
He said. Lemons, grumbled Bert. Ernie got oranges. I got the lemons. Gordon patted Ernie on the back.
You did a great job.
He said. Ernie smiled.
Thanks, Gordon, he said. Maybe I will do this every day.
Bert got red in the face. Every day, he said.
Sure, Bert,
Said Ernie.
I will call it Ernie's Famous Lemonade.
Bert could not stand it anymore. It's not fair, Bert shouted. I did all the work. I always do all the work. Ernie makes a mess. Ernie makes mistakes. But he has all the fun. And everybody expects me to do everything. Then he burst into tears. Nobody ever even says thank you, he said. He ran inside.
Oh, this is so sad,
Said Grover. He blew his nose. Gee, I said. I never knew Bert could cry. Everybody can cry, Bob said. That is true, said Susan. Especially when everyone forgets about them. Everyone felt terrible. Ernie felt the worst of all.
I have to show Bert that I am really sorry. I will give him a present,
He said. He left to look for a surprise for Bert. When Ernie got home, he peeked into the kitchen. Bert was sniffling sadly.
I am sorry, Bert,
Said Ernie.
I got a present to cheer you up. Please don't cry anymore.
He gave Bert the present. Bert stopped sniffling. He opened the present. His frown turned into a smile. Oh, Ernie, said Bert. How wonderful. A dustpan and brush. But you spent all the lemonade money on me. Ernie smiled shyly.
That is okay,
He said.
you did all the work.
Bert could not wait to try out his present. He began sweeping up the powder.
I will help, old buddy.
Said Ernie. No, said Bert. I like to sweep. Anyway, I sweep better than you. But you can keep me company, old pal. And Ernie did. Why Are You So Mean to Me? Written by Deborah Hautzig. Pictures by Tom Cook. Grover woke up smiling. Today was the day of the school picnic. Grover's mother gave him a big picnic lunch. Then she said, I have a surprise for you. It was a baseball bat. Grover was so happy. Now you can learn to play baseball, she said.
I will be a super batter,
said Grover. Grover's mother gave him a big kiss goodbye. The school bus took everyone to Bluebird Park. Grover sat in the back with Truman. My big brother has a bat like yours, said Truman. I play ball with him all the time.
I have never played before,
said Grover.
I cannot wait to try.
There was so much to do in the park. Everyone played tag. Betty Lou showed Grover a trick on the monkey bars. Then there was a sack race. At noon, they had their picnic lunch. After lunch, it was time to play baseball. The teacher told Jill and Truman to pick 2 teams. One by one, everyone was picked. Everyone but Grover. You need one more, Truman, said the teacher. Take Grover. Truman said, Oh no. Grover has never played before. He will make us lose. Truman's words hurt Grover. They felt like a punch. But Grover just said,
You will see. I will be a super batter.
But Grover was not a super batter. He missed the ball every time. Now was his last chance. He swung 3 times. He missed 3 times. The other team shouted, We won! See, I told you Grover can't bat, said Truman. Everyone laughed. Grover can't bat, they teased. Grover pretended not to hear, but he felt very sad. Grover walked home slowly from the bus stop.
Why did all my friends make fun of me?
A big tear rolled down his furry face. He kicked a tin can down the street.
You stupid can,
he said. Then he looked at his bat.
You stupid bat,
he said. As he passed Oscar's can, Grover bumped into me. Hi, Grover, I said. Look, Oscar gave me this blue paint. I am painting a picture of you. Grover looked at the picture.
That stinks,
he yelled.
That does not look like me at all.
That made me cry. Grover, why are you so mean to me? I said. I am your friend. Oscar popped out of his can. Who is making all that noise? He yelled.
Big Bird is,
Grover said. Grover is, I said. Grover looked at Oscar. He looked at me. Then he burst into tears.
Everyone made fun of me.
He told us all about the baseball game. Poor Grover, I said. You must feel so sad. Oscar yelled,
Sad? You must mean mad.
Grover said,
I am sad and mad.
Then he began to smile a little. I have a good idea, I said. I will practice batting with you. Oscar gave us a rotten old ball.
Now go away,
he said. I threw the ball to Grover again and again. At last, Grover hit the ball. Hooray, I said. Then Grover threw the ball to me again and again. I missed every time. I am even worse than you, I said. Grover and I laughed and laughed. Finally, it was time to go home. Grover looked up at me. He said,
I did not mean what I said before. I do not think your painting stinks. Please, may I have it?
I smiled. Sure you can, I said. Grover said,
I will go hang it up right now.
He ran all the way home. Hello, dear, said his mother. Did you have fun at the picnic? Grover said,
Some of it was fun. But then everyone made fun of me. They laughed because I was a bad batter.
Oh my goodness, said Grover's mother. What did you do? He said,
I yelled at Big Bird. Then I felt worse.
Oh my, said his mother. Then what?
We played,
said Grover.
Then Big Bird gave me this nice painting.
His mother said, Big Bird is a good friend. Grover's mother helped him hang the painting. Then they had a nice hot supper. After supper, Grover sat on his mother's lap.
Mommy, will I ever be good at batting?
Maybe you will when you are older, she said. But maybe you will not. Then she smiled. But you will always be good at being Grover. And that is even better. Grover and the New Kid. Written by Jennifer Smith. Pictures by Tom Cook. Grover liked school. He liked his room. He liked his teacher. He liked the children in his class. One day, a new boy came to Grover's school. This is Barry, said the teacher. Barry is going to be in our class.
It is hard to be new,
Grover said to himself.
I will help Barry. I will be his friend.
Grover said,
Hi, Barry. My name is Grover.
Barry said, Hi, look what I have. Barry took a little car out of his pocket.
Oh, what a cute little car. May I play with it?
Asked Grover. Barry shook his head. No, he said.
Oh,
said Grover.
I understand.
Grover showed Barry the clay cupboard. He shared his crayons with Barry. He helped Barry find the bathroom. He gave one of his cookies to Barry at milk time. But Barry never once said thank you. Soon it was story time. Everyone sat in a circle. The teacher read them Goldilocks. Everyone was very quiet. Everyone but Barry. Please be quiet, said the teacher. Barry kept talking. After story time, everyone went to the playground. Let's go on the slide, said Barry.
Okay,
said Grover. Grover got in line behind Sam. but Barry ran to the front. He pushed in front of Molly. Barry climbed the ladder. He stood at the top of the slide. "Hey, Grover," he called. "Look at me." Molly started up the ladder. "Barry did not wait his turn," she said. "That is not nice. Who does he think he is?" Grover said,
He is just new. It is hard to be the new kid. Do not be mad at him.
Back inside, Grover showed Barry the wooden puzzles. There was a farm puzzle. There was a zoo puzzle. There was a circus puzzle. Truman took the farm puzzle. "I want that one," said Barry. He grabbed it from Truman. Grover was the only one who ate lunch with Barry. The others talked about Barry. "Barry doesn't wait his turn," said Truman. "Barry doesn't say please or thank you," said Molly. "Barry reminds me of someone rude," said Sam. "Who?" asked Truman. "Goldilocks," said Sam. They all laughed and laughed. After lunch, Grover painted a picture. It had a yellow sun. It had a red house. It had a blue car. He stood back and looked at his picture. It looked good. Grover was proud of his painting. Then Barry came over. He showed Grover his painting. It was a picture of a fire truck.
That is very nice, said Grover. Do you like mine?
Your picture needs a fire truck, Barry said. He picked up a brush. He painted a fire truck next to Grover's car.
I do not want that in my painting,
shouted Grover.
You are not nice to anyone.
And Grover walked away from Barry. Barry looked surprised. Grover sat all by himself and looked out the window. He did not want to paint anymore. He did not want to look at books. He did not want to do anything. Suddenly, a little toy car ran into Grover's foot. Grover, Barry said shyly, do you want to play with my car? I'm sorry about your painting. I forgot how to be nice today.
I know,
said Grover. He smiled.
Let us play with your car together.
Soon it was time to clean up. Molly washed the paintbrushes. Sam picked up the clay. Truman stacked the puzzles. Grover put away the blocks. And Barry helped everyone. Grover and Barry walked home from school together. Barry said, I was afraid to come to school today.
I know,
said Grover.
It is hard to be the new kid.
At the corner, Grover and Barry waved goodbye.
See you tomorrow,
said Grover. See you tomorrow, said Barry. I am glad you are my friend.
key. Guayaba. Adiós.
¡Mágico! Tell Mágico what's missing. What's missing here? stops the music, you have to freeze! Freeze! Dance with disco! Freeze! 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 Great dancing and freezing! Yay, disco! Gusty! Help Gusty fix what's wrong with this picture. What's wrong here? What's wrong here? What's wrong here? What's wrong here? Comfy! One of these lobbies is comfy. Find comfy. Is this comfy? No, that's a flower. Is this comfy? No, that's a cat. Is this comfy? You found me! Bye! Silly Star! The silliest explorer star! Help Silly put the animal together! Look! A duck head! Now we have to find the duck's body! Is this the duck's body? You found the duck's body. Now let's find the duck feet. Are these the duck's feet? You put the duck together. Smart looking. Baseball! Let's have a catch with baseball. Try to catch him. We jump to catch the baseball star. You caught baseball star. Good job. Let's try again. Try to catch him. Here he comes. We jump to catch him. You caught him. Good catching. Let's try to catch him again. Here he comes. Catch him. You caught him. Good catching. Adios. Policía. Baker star. Baseball star. Match the job star to its job. Where does the police star belong? Where does the baseball job star go? Where does the baker star belong? You helped all the job stars get to work. Gracias. Bye. Hero Star! Let's help Hero Star play tug of war. Put your hands out in front of you and grab the rope. Grab the rope. Now on the count of 3, pull. 1, 2, 3. Pull. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, pull, pull. Keep pulling. Harder. Pull, pull, pull. It's Swiper. Oh, man. We won. Great pulling. Fairy Star is going to turn me back into a princess. But she needs your help. First, Fairy Star needs to change my shoes. To tell Fairy Star shoes, we say the Spanish word zapatos. Say zapatos. Wow! Now Fairy Star needs to give me a beautiful dress. Say vestido. ¡Qué vestido tan hermoso! Now I just need to make my hair long. Tell Fairy Star, cabello largo. You did it! Thanks for helping Fairy Star to turn me back into La Princesa Dora. Gracias!
No matter your age,
When you subscribe to the Busy Beavers channel, you'll get a cool new song video like these every Monday. Or an educational kindy lesson video like these. So what are you waiting for? Click that button to start learning and having fun. And subscribe to Busy Beavers.